wherever you are on this most pleasant evening. There has been a clamour to get inside the ground tonight for a much-anticipated game. The roads outside of the stadium have been bumper to bumper with traffic. The car parks are full. There is a torrent of humankind making its way from the nearby station, and we expect every seat to be filled. An atmosphere of great expectation and excitement. Can he finish? Big moment! Massive goal!
And some of the best managers I played for insisted on starting games as you mean to go on. And we've just seen a very important opening goal from an extremely talented individual who looks primed for more. He really does look at it.
What about that, Jim Beglin?
Defoe is the obvious danger man here, and yet he was afforded way too much freedom. I think he was gifted that goal. His reputation should have been warning enough for them.
CSKA Moscow have an early lead. Good. It's Lallana! Good hit, kept the keeper honest. Now it's Draxler. He's got away. Cut out Inman. Going for goal! Really well taken goal. And with the match still in its infancy, they are easing away. Well, that always looked the likely outcome.
It's almost criminal to see a defence fail to identify someone who thrives when it comes to shooting stats. They knew, and yet they didn't heed, and they've paid the price and deserve to.
He's made it 2, and no doubt he's hungry. this most pleasant evening. There has been a clamour to get inside the ground tonight for a much anticipated game. The roads outside of the stadium have been bumper to bumper with traffic. The car parks are full. There is a torrent of humankind making its way from the nearby station, and we expect every seat to be filled. An atmosphere of great expectation and excitement. Certainly this is a very, very impressive venue, quite a sight to behold. And we're underway.
There's a player on this pitch who shines above the rest, and we're talking defence.
And that is?
Well, it's got to be Paolo Maldini.
Who's arguing?
Yeah, and he's a living, breathing symbol of leadership, loyalty and devotion to his craft. What a player.
CSKA Moscow do seem to have a particular identity, Jim. How do you assess it?
Well, this team is at their best, Peter, when on the counter-attack.
Is it in? Marvellous goal!
And some of the best managers I played for insisted on starting games as you mean to go on. And we've just seen a very important opening goal from an extremely talented individual who looks primed for more. He really does look at it.
Terrible error, duly punished. Well, that has certainly made things interesting. Gets up to head it! It's in! CSKA Moscow back on level terms. Great corner, and he did the rest.
Yeah, I just thought he wanted that more than anyone else on the pitch, and it was fully deserved. He gave it everything he had.
And that has added a whole new complexion to the game.
Yeah, it's always a dangerous time when you've just scored. You can easily lose focus and then bang, you're pegged back again.
Chiellini. And it's Koke. Mbappe. He's got away. Aguero. Well played, he saw that coming. And Dyke tries to get it forward quickly. Mbappe, deftly done. Well positioned to make that interception. Koke. It's been intercepted, and that will come to nothing. Drexler. Kolarov. In by Kolarov. And he just has a pop! Oh, the keeper's done ever so well.
Oh, that's a sparkling save. Absolutely sparkling. His reflexes were ultra sharp.
Busquets boots it to safe. Can he finish? It's broken loose. CSKA Moscow try it again now. Up to meet it. Decent enough try.
Defoe did give it a fair old crack, and he'll be encouraged to step up again.
Golovin does well there, alert. Chiellini gets it back. Mbappe, oh, good interception. He's made sure that that won't get through. Keeper goes long. Aguero looking to force his way through. Well read, he sorted that out. Okay, goes looking. Cut out in the nick of time. Defoe plays it out to the wing. That had to be more accurate. Mbappe Tried to play it through.
Mbappe clearly is miffed, having made the run and not get picked out.
Keeper's got good distance on that. Well, that's clearly not what he wanted to do. And it's Aguero. Saul needed to come up with a better ball.
The movement was good, but the pass lacked authority, a cause of mild frustration.
Oh, well intercepted, really alert to the danger. Now it's Defoe. Draxler. Koke. Managed to get it away. And it's Defoe. Golovin gets his foot in there. Defoe going through. A chance! Defending was physical, no nonsense, and it had to be. CSKA Moscow can't seem to retain possession. He's left his... Mbappe! Oh, so close to what would have been a memorable goal.
Mbappe just backs himself every time. Give him a challenge and he rise to it.
The first half is done. Genuinely interesting game here. Very, very watchable. 2 goals, 1 each. What's the first half compared with your expectation?
That was a fantastic 45 minutes of football. I'm really hopeful of more of the same in this second half.
It's been a decent 45 minutes. Competitive, certainly, and a goal each. CSKA Moscow get the ball rolling in the second half.
CSKA Moscow playing well with lots of opportunities and plenty positives to take from the first half, despite this scoreline, converting chances.
That's a foul. Simple decision for the referee.
Aguero really got caught in a trap there and he just couldn't get out.
Oh, no, that's not the ball he wanted. Draxler. And he's made certain that won't get through. Saul. Golovin. Good idea, just poorly executed. And it's Aguero. Zayak. It's a good block, but at the expense of a corner. Point blank header! Went with his head, but couldn't steer it in. Golovin done very well to intervene. Has he picked him out? It's Zayak. Massive leap! He's missed, but not by that far.
That's a little unfortunate. He had a lot of people worried then.
Aguero. Koke. Plays it through. The ball needed to be better there. It's a wasted chance. Now it's Aguero. That's sprayed out wide. Vashelko has it out wide and in space. He's managed to get that all wrong. And Sayek! He's done very well to get to that.
Well, that was high-class goalkeeping there to back up his high-class wage.
Sidibe positions himself well and cuts it out. And out to safety. He could have been in, just needed a better final ball.
CSKA Moscow seemed to have chosen a tougher route through the middle. That was easily read and dealt with.
Into the channel. Aimed long and direct. CSKA Moscow keeping their men at arm's length here.
Yeah, I just think it's a
Goes for goal! A great save, real class.
well, what can I say? Truly wonderful goalkeeping.
So, time for changes on both sides, actually. Last-ditch defending, but that'll do. Cleared without complication. Aimed in towards the centre. Was good pressing, forced the error to put an end to it before things could get even more threatening. Maldini knocks it away. And that's been won straight back. Dembele pushes it out wide. Great leap! Good delivery, no joy.
I have to commend the wing play, but I have to condemn the defending. They've got to stop the cross.
And it's for Vashelko. Who's ball? Who's going to get there? Mbappe trying to get there. Down by a lack of accuracy. Real chance! Well, the ball's come loose and the chase is on.
CSKA Moscow showing a good level of intensity at this stage. They're calling on all their resources now.
Dembele.
CSKA Moscow merit full marks for their attitude and application in trying to win this. It means an awful lot, obviously.
Vashelko. Mbappe going through. Can he find a finish now? Crosses it in.
Concentration levels are very good, and so is the commitment. This game could yet yield a winner.
Sidibe.
Look, this can still go either way. It might be flowing one way, but there's still time for some ebb.
Questions were asked, but he's given the answers. 90 minutes up, and we will be back for extra time.
Well, I don't think either manager can have any complaints, really, because nobody quite pushed for the winning goal, and it always lacked that spark.
So to clarify, extra time will follow. "90 minutes gone and nothing between them still. Ball's loose, who's getting there? Hoists it high. Fires from distance. Well, he acknowledges that he should have come up with something better there.
Oh, that just required a bit more oomph to reach its target.
Dembele. Needless to say, he was expecting a better ball than that. And back to the keeper. De Gea sends that a long way. To the keeper and try something new. And they've got it back as soon as they gave it away. Forward it goes. Now it's Defoe. Firmino tried to play it through.
Peter, his body shape was a giveaway before he made the pass, and its obviousness was appreciated.
Fitz has got rid of that. Shelko. De Gea gets it upfield. Maldini does well to read it and intercepts. Allen. It's a loose ball. And that's it for the first half of extra time.
Well, it may well be a case of who's got most to give now. Fitness levels look good, and it's not any less competitive.
So the last chance to find a winner. This really has been thrilling. Both sides going at it, and now for the final act. And it's Firmino. Out to the left it goes. Roberto with the challenge, and he has given away a free kick. And he's going to have his name taken. Brushed off the ball there. Over to the left. Pass needed to be better than that, and he knows it. Kolarov has created one goal already. Fischer, he's got away. Big chance! What about that? Late in the day, this could well be it! Well, you've got to say the odds on him missing from there were very slim.
It's almost criminal to see a defence fail to identify someone who thrives when it comes to shooting stats. They knew, and yet they didn't heed, and they've paid the price and deserve to.
Well, this is what we've been waiting for.
Look, he's the one everyone expects to put the ball in the net. That's what he's paid to do.
Clears it out of harm's way.
CSKA Moscow can afford to settle on seeing this one out by running down the clock, I think.
Allen.
Look, with time running out, they have to get the ball in the penalty box, and if it means a long punt, then so be it. They've got to give themselves a chance.
It's wrestled off the ball. And that is it. The referee has seen enough. CSKA Moscow have done it in dramatic fashion. A massive test of character, and they passed it with flying colours. A truly outstanding comeback by any measure. Well, what are your thoughts on today's game then, Jim?
CSKA Moscow really had a measure of control throughout and strengthened their grip on a victory as the game progressed.
Well, good evening to you and welcome on this most perfect evening for a game of football. Conditions are absolutely splendid and the folk of this town have come out in their droves for this match. Why wouldn't they? It is an ideal circumstance for what could be an ideal game. Everybody has been attracted to it. It has been the talk of the town, and the buses have been packed, double-decker buses lining up outside. Coaches have carried thousands of away supporters here too, and all of it adds up to make it terrific, a crackling atmosphere. The match, I think, will be quite a spectacle. This one of the great amphitheatres of the game. You are welcome to it, and indeed to one of the grandest fixtures. And already we're underway here. Villiers needed to come up with a better ball.
Yeah, the idea was right, The delivery wasn't. They can revisit that further on.
No, that's not the ball he wanted. Spartak Moscow are a team you've seen play, Jim. What can you tell us?
Well, this team is at their best, Peter, when on the counter-attack. They have the personnel to work it in devastating fashion.
Ball's loose, who's getting there? Shoots! He's got away with one there. He's got away. Draxler got a sight of goal. Header! Oh, and they really should have been made to pay.
That's just front foot enforcement. Pressure leads to mistake, leads to chance.
He's left his man. Cavani. It's Cavani! Oh, so close to what would have been a memorable goal.
And I just hope he won't let the failure to score affect him. With the ability he has, he can reproduce.
Dembele. Unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. He's made certain that won't get through. It's come loose. Dembele looking to run onto it. No complaints about that challenge. Robust but fair. Ramsey. Ramsey! There's some clever movement up front.
Yeah, they're playing with a false nine. No one's really holding a fixed position up there.
How does that work?
Well, I think it's an attempt to just confuse this defence with constant interchange and different movement.
Ramsey plays it out to the flank. Tries to dink it in. Roberto tried to play it through. He's gone for it! He's scored! Finishing doesn't come simpler than that. Bang in front of goal.
Cavani, there's the obvious danger man here, and yet he was afforded way too much freedom. I think he was gifted that goal. His reputation should have been warning enough for them.
Spartak Moscow take the lead.
Listen, when it comes to goals, Peter, in this team, he's always the #1 contender, and he's done it again.
Draxler going through. Up for a header! And oh, he's got that completely wrong. Keeper's got good distance on that. Played out to the right. Played back in. Gets into some space. And that should be the keeper's. Modric. Well, that's clearly not what he wanted to do. And he's away. Could move up a gear here. It's Cavani! And he's there to make a great save.
Well, that was high-class goalkeeping there to back up his high-class wage.
Tries his luck. That is wayward. Over to the left, back into the middle. Looking for space out wide. He's had a shot! Oh, how's that for a goal? A finish of true class!
Well, listen, the writing was on the wall. It looked like this was going to happen, and it has.
You run short of superlatives. That was extra special. CSKA Moscow grabbed the equaliser, and we're all square.
Yeah, for me, both sides are strong and well matched, and I think you need to be a good player to be out there right now.
Well played, he saw that coming. Mohamed Salah is desperately calling for it out wide. Dembele, out wide to the right. That is going to be the final action of the first half. Genuinely interesting game here. Very, very watchable. 2 goals, 1 each. So there was the first half.
Who wants half-time when you have a contest this good? I can only hope it picks up where it left off.
That's a really interesting game, and they head in at half-time at 1-1. Well, we're already into the second period. Swept in. Oh, well defended. That had to be done. Out to the left it goes. He's made sure that that won't get through. Who's ball? Who's going to get there? Koke. Heads it! No, he didn't quite meet it right.
Oh, I'm not sure what he had in mind, and I don't think he knew either.
Well, he acknowledges that he should have come up with something better there.
The movement was good, but the pass lacked authority, a cause of mild frustration.
The ball's come loose and the chase is on. Cavani. Now it's Draxler. He's left his man. Dashing forward at pace. Tries to get it forward quickly. The assistant referee has his flag raised for offside.
Yeah, a defence that likes to play a high line, and they're not disappointing.
So the ball's got out of play and a change is upcoming. So we have a double substitution going on here.
This defence just doesn't trust itself to play a higher line.
Frightened of people getting in behind.
Yeah, absolutely. It just opens up the opportunity of not only strikers.
Has a swing at it! Oh, nearly. But nearly is nothing.
Mohamed Salah did give it a fair old crack, and he'll be encouraged to step up again.
Chiellini battles to win it back. And it's Koke. Koke. Referee's given a throw. found themselves penned in, nowhere to go. Here it comes. Rogic, aimed in towards the centre. That intervention was very necessary. Ramsey. Cavani spreads it towards the left. He's got away. Mohamed Salah. A chance! Goalkeeper's ball. Dembele pushes it out wide. And it's got through. Fisher. Well read, he sorted that out. Ramsey. There really wasn't very much in that. Not far away from being a telling final ball.
That was just poor decision-making and a weak execution.
Aimed long and direct.
Spartak Moscow showing a good level of intensity at this stage. They're calling on all their resources now.
Cavani. Mohamed Salah. He's come through and he's had a quick look inside. Cavani. Crowd calling for him to shoot. He'll have a dip! It's there! And they've got their lead back. Well, he was never going to miss from there. So much to aim at.
It's almost criminal to see a defence fail to identify someone who thrives when it comes to shooting stats. They knew, and yet they didn't heed, and they've paid the price and deserve to.
So we have a breakthrough.
It's so often the case with goal scorers, little influence, and all of a sudden, bang.
Rogic. And a header! So close to drawing level.
Makes you think, Peter, they could have been doing this earlier. Still, it's encouraging.
That's been won straight back. It's a throw in. It's one! Oh, surely that deserved better.
It's easy to say it, but difficult to stop it when runs in behind are being made like that.
Roberto positions himself well and cuts it out. Oh, well intercepted, really alert to the danger. Cavani tried to play it through.
Peter, his body shape was a giveaway before he made the pass, and its obviousness was appreciated.
He's left his man. Victor Fisher. Now the counter. To the keeper and go again. And that's that. CSKA Moscow lose by the odd goal. It could have gone either way, but that is no consolation. So what do you take away from it all, Jim?
CSKA Moscow definitely struggled to get going. That was sensed by their support early on, and it just compounded the frustration.
My thanks to Jim. We both wish you a very good evening. Well, hello and welcome to what amounts to football heaven. It doesn't get a whole lot better than this. The conditions are utopian. The sky is blue and the players are with us for a football match so widely and keenly anticipated. Truly, this is pristine, and the level of expectation and excitement is reflected in the smiling faces of the crowd. They know it means so much, and they also experience between them a great sense of privilege at being able to attend this most special of games. This one of the great amphitheatres of the game. You are welcome to it. Firmino! That is wayward.
Well, Peter, I would say it was worth a try.
Rubin Kazan will have a game plan here, Jim. What do you think it might be?
They do prefer an element of caution, Peter, and get behind the ball in numbers, but those numbers have licence to be carefree once a breakaway is sprung.
Pogba pushes it out wide. Ball is over the line. Luis plays it forward. Needed to be better than that, and he knows it. Out to the left it goes, looking for space out wide. Defoe with a shot! Well, he should have done better, and he knows it. And he just whacks it away. Roberto! Goal! CSKA Moscow! The breakthrough strike! And however many surrounded him, that is what he can do.
Sergio Roberto demonstrated great strength there. I mean, he really had to hold his man off and just create enough room for him to be able to get the shot away. And I think it's just top play.
Rubin Kazan didn't expect this, that's for sure. What can they do now? Defoe. He's left his man. Beautifully done. Defoe has a swing at it. It's broken loose. Can he put it away? Pogba knocks it away. It's a loose ball. Now it's Draxler! Oh, great save, real class.
Well, what can I say? Truly wonderful goalkeeping.
And that's been levered clear.
Rubin Kazan have opted to really stretch the game now.
Yeah, that's pretty evident, but what's they thinking?
It looks as if the opposition are happy to defend the width of the 18-yard box, trying to remove that compactness.
And it's Defoe. Draxler. Messi. He's found his man. Draxler! Firmino gets into a dangerous position. Over to the left. Roberto positions himself well and cuts it out. And now it's Defoe!
Defoe quickly realised that he could have a pop. Not his best.
Roberto. He's through the middle. Messi. Messi's cross. Towering header! Oh, the keeper's done ever so well.
William really must have felt he had the measure of the keeper then, but how wrong he was.
Oh, here we go. And he's shown him a clean. He'll have a dig! He scored! 2 up and threatening to pull clear. Well, there was to be no other outcome. CSKA Moscow take a 2-goal lead and things should be comfortable from here on in.
Well, with this kind of authority, Peter, why not push on and totally kill this off?
Out wide to the right. Massive leap! What about it? Oh, the cross was inch perfect and the header unerring.
Yeah, I just thought he wanted that more than anyone else on the pitch, and it was fully deserved. He gave it everything he had.
This is threatening to become a really good game.
I think they can sense a comeback here, and so can this crowd. It's all systems go now.
Up to meet it! Can he in for the follow-up? Oh, the ball's come loose. It's corner. Gets up to head it! And oh, he's got that completely wrong.
I think he deserves credit for getting something away, given that he had to contend with a double dose of closing down.
Plays it through. He's made certain that won't get through. Doesn't get the pass he's looking for. Offside? Yes, it is. The referee's had a look, and he's blown his whistle for half-time. So a really good half of football, 3 goals, and just 1 separating them.
Well, we've had plenty to go at in that first half, Peter, and it's a fragile lead that could quite easily change hands in the second. If you like your football unpredictable, I think you're at the right match.
CSKA Moscow leading by 1 in a finely poised game. It is intriguing to watch and can easily go either way. And we're already back underway here. It's a decent ball. Timely intervention. Accusatory stare there tells the whole story.
Ruben Kazan just had to make the ball stick, but came up short.
Conte. Willian tries lifting it over. Firmino. Shot a goal! And he's there to make a great save.
Well, you can't ask for much more than that. A difficult moment he simply had to deal with.
And the header! No, he didn't quite meet it right.
Do I really need to tell you, Peter, that he has to do better, especially from there?
Coached through there. He's through. It's a brilliant interception. The ball's come loose and the chase is on.
This defence is wary about opposition pace.
So they're just not getting too tight.
Yeah, they know that if they step up, their keeper could get a whole lot busier.
Scholes tries to get it forward quickly. Luis hoofs it forward. Firmino. A slightly better ball would have led to a very different outcome there.
Quality deserted them when they really needed it.
Now it's Draxler. He's got away.
Well, the only real option he had was to hold the ball up then, and yet he crossed it instead.
Koulibaly went in strong and he took the ball. David Luiz. Aimed long and direct. He acknowledges that he should have come up with something better there.
Was too timid to make it through the defence. It'll be noted and improved upon, I'm sure.
Cuts it out. Keeper goes long. Trying to play it through.
That just required a bit more oomph to reach its target.
It'll be a throw-in. Looks to clip it forward. He's made sure that that won't get through.
Ruben Kazan are definitely going about this the right way.
Hit and hope is just about the sum of it, isn't it, Jim?
Just has to be done.
Scholes plays it out to the flank. Golovin looking to break out here. He's been bundled over. That is a foul. Well, the referee has made it pretty clear now that this is his last chance.
He just needs to find the control button on his aggression before the ref
hits one! And it's hoisted clear. Willian. There's Luis Suarez. Played out to the right. Plays it back.
There's a real appetite from them to finally put this game to bed, but will they?
Dembele tries a header, and that would have been game, set and match.
He got too ahead of himself there, thinking how he could have made things safe.
Attempts to play it through. And he's cut it out.
Ruben Kazan are definitely not going down without a scrap. Their attitude just can't be faulted.
Well, they're looking at the referee, but he's waved play on.
Peter, they have to fight the onset of desperation and keep enough cool heads to still deliver.
Deep cross. Can he score? And the ball's come out. Ball's loose, and he's after it. That intervention was very necessary.
Ruben Kazan have a simple task to find something sustained now and keep the pressure on.
Looking to Fisher! Yeah, he's fouled him there. CSKA Moscow presented with the perfect chance here to open up their lead. Golovin! Golovin. Decent progress down the left. Has a hit! And the whistle's gone, presumably for offside. And that's it. CSKA Moscow win it by the odd goal. Almost nothing in it. Perhaps a draw would have felt fairer. But that's the game, and they have won it at the margin. Your reflections then, Jim?
think it's all about setting the right tone at the start of a match, and if you can back that up with an early goal, it just energizes.
Well, we have the most perfect day for you. A warm hello in every sense of the word. The sun is out and football has a special place on this most idyllic of days. A fixture ahead of us to which we've all been looking forward for so very, very long. and it means so very, very much. The scene could not... Has a pop! Oh, the ball's come loose! He's looking to get there first. It is a corner, good chance. Goes for goal! Not much subtlety, he's launched himself there. Now it's Draxler, and he's surging through. Out wide to the right. Hit into the middle. Alexandro can hoist it clear. Speculative strike. A great save, real class.
Kolarov sparked a tremendous stop there, and I think it's fair to add, he just wasn't expecting it.
Firmino. It's Aguero! He's done very well to get to that.
Aguero really must have felt he had the measure of the keeper then, but how wrong he was.
He acknowledges that he should have come up with something better there.
Yeah, the idea was right, the delivery wasn't. They can revisit that further on.
Now the counter. Defoe. Oh, he's broken through. That intervention was very necessary.
Peter, we can only applaud that quality of tackle in the circumstances. It was probably goal-saving.
It's good progress he's made on the ball. Where to next? And it's Draxler. This could fall anywhere. Out towards the flank. That's one way of trying to make things happen. There's a few who could follow that example.
There's a lot of movement up front.
Yeah, I've noticed that those front players are working very hard, dropping deeper.
Yeah, and I just think it keeps the opposition off guard with so much switching of position. Keeping shape is much harder.
Alexandro. Firmino spreads it towards the left. Aguero. De Gea catches it safely. Wijnaldum. Aguero. Aguero! Chiellini goes upfield. Modric. Forward it goes. Firmino. And Firmino! And he comes up trumps again.
Yeah, while he won't be happy with some of the defending in front of him, he can hold his head high. That was a fantastic stop.
Keeper has beaten it away. Can he finish? It's the through ball. There's one quality pass away from being a very decent chance. Looked very promising.
Look, the game is full of ifs and buts. If only the pass could have completed its journey. Well, the moans and groans from the stands now are very audible.
Aguero, can he score? It's anyone's ball. He can pounce on that. He's got away with one there.
Aguero really got in the face of his opponent to set it up. It's great grafting.
He's made sure that that won't get through.
Yeah, I don't think it's just me, but this sort of pressing really is something that they're doing an awful lot more of these days.
Roberto. Aimed long and direct. Cuts it out. That had to be more accurate. Liverpool looking to counter-attack here. He's left his man. Going through. And through to the goalkeeper. Roberto. He's got away. Koulibaly. We hit half-time, so another team has broken through, but certainly not for the want of trying. It's been an interesting game up to now, but still goalless. And after 45 minutes, it is still goalless. A change perhaps after half-time. And if you're just back from your break, you've missed very little of the resumption of the second half. A tight old game so far. Can that change now? And he's there to hoof it away. Rakitic tries to get it forward quickly, tees it out wide. Fence has got rid of that. Wijnaldum. Now it's Aguero. Going through. Aguero! Golovin. Now it's Draxler. Draxler beats the offside trap. Too much on it and out of play. So now we're going to get those changes we have been expecting. Alexandro goes looking, and it's Rakitic. De Gea sends that a long way. Well, needless to say, he was expecting a better ball than that. Dybala tried to play it through.
The movement was good, but the pass lacked authority. A cause
Massive leap! Oh, just needed a better contact.
Well, being able to generate that amount of activity in the box means it's hard not to pick someone out. Liverpool have turned up with a human blockade. This is top defence.
The ball needed to be better there. It's a wasted chance. De Gea gets it upfield. Wijnaldum hits that long. Done very well to intervene. Aguero, a chance! He is not one readily to admit defeat. Don't be surprised if he tries that again. Towering header! He has done it! There is the breakthrough! Oh, the cross was inch perfect and the header unerring.
Well, look, it's often the timing of the jump that dictates what you can do with any header, and if you get it slightly wrong, then you'll struggle, but that was beautifully met, it really was.
Both sides then taking this chance to turn to their benches. A 1-0 lead established.
Well, when the going gets tough, etc., they can still turn this round, I think.
And help's available out wide. Dybala, he's left his man. Ball's come loose and the chase is on.
But this is exactly the approach they have to take now, Peter.
Jim, there's not too much subtlety or sophistication about this. It really is a question of needs must.
Spot on, Peter.
Keeper's got good distance on that. Going through. Kolarov. He's got away. Koulibaly positions himself well and cuts it out.
Liverpool are definitely not going down without a scrap. Their attitude just can't be faulted.
Oh, well intercepted, really alert to the danger. Rakitic. Ball's loose, who's getting there? And it's Alexandro. And that's been won straight back.
Keep calm and carry on. That's the job in a nutshell now.
Going through.
This is good ball retention, and it should be enough from here, but they want to double their advantage.
Silva.
Liverpool have a simple task to find something sustained now and keep the pressure on.
Has a look and has a go. Out to the left it goes. Oh, good interception. It's a loose ball. In again. Hits one! Not offside that time. And that's that. Terrific contest. It really might have tipped either way. The margins were tiny. Just a goal in it. But that was enough.
Well, this game looked to have 0-0 written all over it, but credit to them. They upped their game in the end, and I thought they got what they deserved.
That's it for today. Thank you, Jim, and goodbye. Well, hello and welcome to what amounts to football heaven. It doesn't get a whole lot better than this. The conditions are utopian. The sky is blue and the players are with us for a football match so widely and keenly anticipated. Truly, this is pristine, and the level of expectation and excitement is reflected in the smiling faces of the crowd. They know it means so much, and they also experience between them a great sense of privilege at being able to attend this most special of games. This place simply a monument to the game. So much prestige, so much pride, so much passion whenever football is played here. As you can see, we've already started here. Delivers across. Forward it goes. Malmo do seem to have a particular identity, Jim. How do you assess it?
They do prefer an element of caution, Peter, and get behind the ball in numbers, but those numbers have licence to be carefree once a breakaway is sprung.
The accusatory stare there tells the whole story.
That was just poor decision-making and a weak execution.
That's surely a foul. Free kick. Probably be looking to play it square from here. So who's he going to be aiming for here? Malmo are playing with a pleasing width here. Mohamed Salah! He's delivered all right!
Malmo are really pouncing on any stray passes in midfield. We're talking seconds from interception to the back of the net. It's counter-attacking heaven.
So, a breakthrough already. That's a throw.
Yeah, I don't think it's just me, but this sort of pressing really is something that they're doing an awful lot more of these days.
Alaba tries to locate someone up front. Kike gets into the right position to intercept. Ball's loose, who's getting there? He's not going to get that. Tries to get it forward quickly. Kolarov. Now it's Mohamed Salah, and he's away. And it's Ziyech. He's got away. Luke de Jong. Oh, well defended. That had to be done. Aimed long and direct. He's made sure that that won't get through. Oh, good interception.
Malmo couldn't really be more watertight in midfield. Not a
just the keeper to beat! Defending was physical, no nonsense, and it had to be. Doesn't get the pass he's looking for. Fisher. He's pinged one through here. And now the breakaway. It's been intercepted, and that will come to nothing. He acknowledges that he should have come up with something better there.
Yeah, the idea was right.
He'll have a kick! Tries to get it forward quickly. Well played, he saw that coming. That's not going to make it. Now it's Luke de Jong. He's left his man. David Luiz. Needed a better pass there. No way through there. Well positioned to make that interception. Well intercepted, really alert to the danger. Out towards the flank. Forward it goes. It's a throw. Pass needed to be better than that, and he knows it. And needless to say, he was expecting a better ball than that. Roberto plays it forward, and it's Fisher. Oh, that's clearly not what he wanted to do. Arfield. Luke de Jong going through. Oh, great ball! It's Luke de Jong!
De Jong clearly
There is the half-time whistle. There we are, off they go for half-time. The breakthrough did indeed come in the first half, but there has only been that one goal. It is very, very tight.
not the most convincing of displays. They can certainly do much better than this. They'll want to keep things simple, build up their confidence, and not rush into mistakes.
Already up and running for the second half.
CSKA Moscow don't need to press the panic button just yet. They may have to tweak their setup first. If they don't grab an early goal in this second half, they can't hold back though.
Massive leap! And he's there to make a great save.
Marquinhos really must have felt he had the measure of the keeper then, but how wrong he was.
Marquinhos. Mohamed Salah looking to run onto it. Drexler is desperately calling for it out wide.
Well, that's the first attempt, Peter, we've seen at one of those raking passes just to spread the play.
He's gone for it! Kolarov goes looking. Partey. Gonna throw in. It's a loose ball. Luke de Jong has a goal! Aimed long and direct. And he's made certain that won't get through. Referee's given a throw. Towering header! Oh, taken with style! 2 up now, and they are cruising. An absolute gem of a cross. It made the header simple.
Well, as contact goes, that was tremendous, and it helped him to direct it exactly where he wanted into that net. I think when it comes to the aerial department, this fella is definitely no sledge.
So that's 2 now without reply.
Well, with this kind of authority, Peter, why not push on and totally kill this off?
And that has put paid to that. And the through ball is intercepted. Alaba. That's a foul. Simple decision for the referee. Rogic. It's a good run down the left-hand side. Did very well to intervene. Oh, Red, they've been good at that. And he's cut it out. Slightly better ball would have led to a very different outcome there.
Malmo seemed to have chosen a tougher route through the middle. That was easily read and dealt with.
So the ball's gone out of play and a change is upcoming. Out wide to the right. Victor Fischer takes control of it and he's on the move. No, that's not the ball he wanted. Ziyech. Can he finish? That is wayward.
Malmo are looking quite mean on the counter, and combating that requires even more meanness.
Marquinhos plays it towards the front, and it's Ziyech. Good running with the ball. Can they build on it? The ball needed to be better there. It's a wasted chance. Oh, it's Dembele. He's got away. Has a swing at it. Oh, it looked like 3-0 for sure.
He'll be fuming with himself for not converting. He could have killed it off.
Out to the left it goes. Dembele. Diving header! In he goes again! Alaba tries to get it forward quickly. And they've got it back as soon as they... Fischer has a go! Just 5 minutes left. Ziyech. Partey pushes it out wide. Now it's Luke de Jong. Hits one! Forward it goes.
That's alert and sharp and very well played.
It's Ziyech. Just the goalkeeper to beat. Goes for goal! It's anyone's ball. Tries to get it forward quickly. So that's it. It is all over. CSKA Moscow beaten here. They might well feel aggrieved, but the result is everything. Any reflections on what you've seen, Jim?
CSKA Moscow just looked like a rabbit in the headlights, Peter. When put under any pressure, they ran scared and kept running.
So that's it from us. Many thanks go to Jim. This most pleasant evening. There has been a clamour to get inside the ground tonight for a much anticipated game. The roads outside of the stadium have been bumper to bumper with traffic. The car parks are full. There is a torrent of humankind making its way from the nearby station, and we expect every seat to be filled. An atmosphere of great expectation and excitement. This place simply a monument to the game. So much prestige, so much pride, so much passion whenever football is played here.
Can he score? And he's done it! Listen, the big names earn their reputations for precisely the reason we've just seen. They have a habit of making their presence felt, and here we are, early stages. He struck one, and he looks hungry for more.
Finishing doesn't come simpler than that. Bang in front of goal.
Well, he made it obvious as to where the pass should be played, Peter, and it made the finish look that bit easier.
CSKA Moscow go ahead, 1 goal to the good. Forward it goes. Koke takes a look up. Help's available out wide. Draxler. Alderweireld very firm in standing his ground there. It is a tough full contact contest. Defoe, out to the left it goes. Draxler. Played in by... He's gone for it! He scored! And with the match still in its infancy, they are easing away.
CSKA Moscow are really pouncing on any stray passes in midfield. We're talking seconds from it.
No question, that's a foul. It's Lucas Moura. CSKA Moscow are under a bit of media scrutiny right now regarding the fate of their manager.
The speculation is to be expected, Peter, but it doesn't help the dressing.
That's surely a foul. Free kick. Draxler. And it's been taken straight back. And the ball's come loose and the chase is on. Going through. Defoe with a shot! They are rampant! All too easy. They are in danger of disappearing out of sight. An act of charity gratefully received. CSKA Moscow take a 3-goal lead and they are romping out of sight.
Well, unsurprisingly, Peter, the opposition look completely stunned. I'm not sure they can gather themselves.
Dele Alli looking to run onto it. And he's cut it out. Tries to get it forward quickly. Defoe. It's a good run down the right. Where could this lead? Roberto. Good run. Where to? Defoe! Great football. Shot and save.
Well, that's why we all say indecision is fatal.
Keeper has beaten it away. Can he finish?
It was more possible than probable, and the outcome backed it up, Peter.
And it's hoisted clear. Golovin, he hits it! This could fall anywhere! Shoots! What a save from the Reese! Great strike, a test for the keeper.
Well, Peter, I would say it was worth a try.
Musa Sissoko. Now it's Ali, who's brushed off the ball there. Oh, he's caught him there, it's a free kick. There could be trouble here. But for now, the referee is keeping his cards in his pocket. Lucas Moura. He is not one readily to admit defeat. Don't be surprised if he tries that again. Big chance! Oh, taken with style. Results no longer in doubt. It's just about how many. Defoe with the smoothest one-on-one finish. He is one very cool customer.
Yeah, he always had the measure of the keeper, and there was very little doubt as to how this was going to end up.
His second of the game, and an eye now for the hat-trick. Well, no question now as to who is in control. Musa Sissoko. Now it's Kane. Kane plays it out to the wing. Sissoko gets into some space. Sissoko. Shot at goal! Really well taken goal. Well, you've got to say the odds on him missing from there were very slim.
Well, poor defending or not, that was a clinical finish. Both the movement and the execution were top drawer.
Well, they have a goal, but it is surely too much to hope for a comeback. He's got away. Draxler. And he's there to hoof it away. And they've got it back as soon as they gave it away. Doesn't get the pass he's looking for. Defoe. Looking to get within range. Shapes the shoots. And oh! He scores! He was urged to shoot, and he duly delivered.
Well, to his credit, he managed to ghost into space to finish things off, but the failure to spot him was ghastly defence.
CSKA Moscow totally rampant here. And the whistle goes for half-time. Well, that flew by. It was breathless stuff. It's been one-way traffic here after the first 45 minutes. A relentless barrage that looks set to continue.
Well, I've seen very little to indicate a comeback in this one, Peter. They've committed to this game with great desire and heart, and there's no need to back away from that.
CSKA Moscow have run riot in the first half. Yeah, he's fouled him there. It's Dele Alli. Kolarov. And he's made certain that won't get through. Draxler. It's being played forward. Now the counter. Has a pop! Keeper always had the measure of that.
Okay, it's come to nothing, but it's a warning of further threat on the break.
It's Dele Alli. Aimed low and direct. Cuts it out. Chiellini goes looking. Forward it goes. And it's got through. Looking to break out here. He's left his man. Looking to shoot. No mistake. Well, surely that completes the demolition if it hadn't occurred already.
Well, I wasn't expecting them to go this big, Peter, but they have been superb.
He snaffles his third, and that earns him the match ball.
Oh, he's been unstoppable in this match. Every single time he's been in possession, he's looked a threat.
It's become a case of men against boys. Kane wanders offside.
He may have been caught offside, but Kane may have been born offside, but he'll continue playing on the shoulder of the last defender, I can tell you.
CSKA Moscow can make their change now with a break in play.
I just think that's really good management, introducing one of his younger players when the pressure's totally off, just allowing him some valuable, easy on-field experience time.
Sanchez boots it to safety. Rogic with the cross. Dembele hits it! Oh, terrific save.
Dembele reacted so well to bring that ball under control. Looked easy too.
Trippier plays it forward. Now it's Llorente. Defoe. It's Koke! Away from immediate danger. Lloris deals with it effortlessly. Koke. And here's the chance to counter. Can it? And a second time! It's a goal! This is as ruthless as it gets.
Yeah, by the looks of it, there may be still more to come. No doubt as to who has the momentum here now. The only doubt is how many is coming.
Dinks one in. Son Heung-min. Out for a throw. Sanchez positions himself well and cuts it out. Eriksson. Kane. Llorente. Hits one! It's anyone's ball. Here's a change that was in the offing. Last one allowed. Rogic.
They're actually not getting too tight, which is interesting.
No.
It's probably
Going for goal! In it goes! And there it is, the monkey off his back.
Well, I think we've gone past humiliation now. This could be doing some real psychological damage. Well, unsurprisingly, Peter, the opposition look completely stunned. I'm not sure they can gather themselves.
Lamela looks to dink one in. Rogic, good energy in defence as well.
I think it's great to see that kind of application and desire from a forward who wants to help out his defence. I think, any good team, really, your striker should be the first line of that defence, and he's delivering.
Now it's Kane, and it's Lamela. Eriksson, he's got through. Surely a shot. Kane! Oh, denied at the last. Questions were asked, and he's given the answers. Ericsson. Defoe is effectively being marked out of the game here.
Well, it's about time, isn't it? Only after he's just notched a third.
He's on the back foot. Son Heung-min looking to get on the end of this.
Peter, we can only applaud that quality of tackle in the circumstances. It was probably goal-saving.
Well positioned to make that interception. Alderweireld. Musa Sissoko. And it's Kane. Nicely measured pass. Going through. And the finish! And in it goes!
That's always a great sight, you know, on a football pitch. Nimble-footed, show great balance and a really cool head to finish. And that kind of dribbling is really smart.
Still trying to make a game of this. Llorente. It's the through ball. And he's shown him a clean pair of heels. Referee has just said play on. And that will be the final act. CSKA Moscow, winners of a no contest. They just swamped their opponents.